Welcome again to Africa and the fourth and final video update from Bhubesi Pride's TransAfrique 2012. This year has seen Bhubesi Pride's first team of dedicated volunteer coaches carry out a meaningful rugby coaching program in 10 African countries. In this feature we focus on school and community visits in 4 countries in Southern Africa: Zambia, Botswana, Namibia and South Africa. First, to where we left off last time, Nahumba Basic School in Choma, Zambia. Ending a vibrant week of coaching sessions and mini-games, the Pride teamed up with the local sports teachers to run another afternoon's tournament. The pitch was quickly filled with appreciative supporters of all ages. Further to resources and equipment left with all African partner schools, here we also introduced tag rugby to school teachers, another fun form of the game using tag belts kindly donated by Nahumba's British Link School, Roanfield Junior in Cheltenham. Before leaving Zambia, our stay could not have been complete without a visit to Victoria Falls and Livingstone. We then crossed into Botswana. In Gabarone we joined the Botswana Rugby Union and a packed room of young coaches for a box smart course. A first for the BRU, it's an exciting prospect for such collaborations with South African clubs to help develop coaches' knowledge of the game. Taking in a top of the table club fixture preceded our community rugby work in Gabarone. The task for this week was slightly different. Working alongside a locally run initiative, the Tlamelo Project in Old Naledi and the BRU, rugby was the tool in engaging underprivileged and vulnerable children within this community, an area for continued social development through sport for the rugby union.
When you start playing at a younger age, you learn more fast than when you are old. So when you are old, it's kind of difficult to catch things. Your body is not used to playing. When you start young, it's much easier. Rugby is all about discipline. You have to be disciplined, mentally and physically.
National under-19 players were also instrumental in assisting the coaching clinics, developing their own skills as well as inspiring and teaching the younger pupils.
The difference that we're doing now is we are doing a mass participation. The first time this is happening in Old Naledi. So I think if our teachers take a bigger step in claiming the sports and being hands-on, the sport will go far in this country.
Bhubesi Pride's journey continued into Namibia, an enormous country with magnificent scenery, long roads and a passion for rugby. Our partner school here, Origo Primary, is located in Rugbydump in the Rugbydump region. A rugby hotbed and an area known for producing top-level players, the teacher community here are united in having rugby grow in all the town's primary schools, and Bhubesi Pride worked with pupils from 5 schools. One of the aims? To get more girls playing.
You guys coming here and introducing the program to us basically maybe changed my perception of rugby as a sport just dedicated to guys. We could really see that there's eagerness from the side of the girls. And I really think if we were to join hands together, we could really take this into to another level.
Seeing young players realise their rugby potential from Rugbydump remains a key objective for coaches here. But staff also know that the values of the game present valuable messages for these youngsters. After being very well looked after during our time in this welcoming town, we soon had to say our farewells for another year. The road to South Africa, home to the Springboks, awaited the team. Bhubesi Pride's 2 South African partner schools are located in Port Elizabeth. Mzumlani is in the Zwida township, and it's here that the coaching team concluded this year's programme before the school finished for a holiday break. Mzumlani is forming an international link with British girls' school St Gabriel's.
From the very first day that the school received the news that we'll be having a link, everybody was excited. To me, life is not just about myself, it's also about people around me.
Also forming a long-term rugby-based link is New Brighton school Ithembelihle, this week competing in the Port Elizabeth All Saints Sevens rugby tournament. Last year they narrowly missed out on beating a touring side from Sedba, the school Ithembelihle are indeed forming a relationship with, and who recently donated much-needed equipment for the township school rugby team.
The talent I've had for the last 10 years has absolutely been incredible. SARU has now identified us as one of the top 4 schools in the townships. If we remain the top side for the next 3 years, we'll be going to the World Cup in 2015. These guys, they listen, they learn, so absolutely a pleasure to work with them.
In this 7th competition, the boys went on to win the Bowl Trophy. An invitation by SARU to the presidential suite at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium for the 3rd test between England and South Africa was a fitting end to 2012's Year 1 project work, before heading to Cape Point to celebrate and reflect on the terrific foundations laid and valuable relationships developed this year, leading to future Rugby in Africa projects.
I think we have a model that really works. We definitely have made a difference to a big group of children at each of those schools. So we've started small, but with children at the right age, where if we get them and develop their interest, they can keep going through their senior school years.
If you'd like to get involved as a short or long-term volunteer coach, as a school, club or sponsor, please visit rugbyinafrica.org and get in touch with us.